Well, hello everybody. We had a little bit of a hiccup there because for whatever reason, Streamlabs is not showing me the chat at all. I can see it here on the screen where everyone else can see it, and I've got my phone open now with just YouTube just open so I can see the chat like anyone else would, but normally there's a little sidebar that comes out that shows the chat, shows how many people are watching. I don't know why it's not there. So what I did was I closed Streamlabs and reopened it, hoping that it would just reappear. It didn't, so I'll figure it out before next time, I guess. But welcome back, everybody, to another week of Twitch streams. I guess you could call them just live streams now here at the Watchtower Database. Today's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be reading through the Justice League Adventures Burger King tie-in comics. As if you couldn't get any more tie-in comic inception, there's another level to it where these were released alongside Burger King toys. But we'll get into that in a second. I wanted to point out a couple of things that I forgot to do. One thing that I forgot to do last time and one new thing. One is over here behind me. This was just a poster I found at Walmart like forever ago or whatever. But right here, oh god, everything's backwards. Oh, Jesus Christ, James. There we go. This first one, this is a Chris Jones piece that I bought at his booth in, well, I guess it was 2019 at Seattle Emerald City Comic Con. So that's signed by him. The little corner down there, bottom right corner of, there it is, right above my thumb. Is a little freebie that he gave out. Also, it's Kid Flash from Young Justice. And Greg Weisman, the creator of the show, was just randomly happened to be sitting there at the booth with Chris Jones. So I got them both to sign that little dude. And then this post, oh my god, I can't do this. This one right here is from Tim Levins. He was the primary, I guess you could say, artist for Batman Gotham Adventures. Bottom, that's the Justice League versus the Teen Titans. If you look up like I don't know, there's a movie now called Justice League versus Teen Titans, so that's gonna be weird. But if you Google Justice League versus Teen Titans Tim Levins, perhaps you'll probably find this image. That's signed by him also, and in the bottom left corner of that is a little Batman headshot that he drew for me, because I was the first person to buy something from his store, so it was kind of a little thank you. And speaking of which, this shirt I'm wearing today is another Tim Levins piece. He just recently did this one. I'll switch over to the next screen, because I've got it up here. timlevins.bigcartel.com. You can buy prints of this guy. He's no longer selling the t-shirts because, for whatever reason, I don't know why it didn't affect the prints aspect. Oh, maybe it's because it's a different website. But the shirts got taken down for copyright reasons within like 2-3 days of him having it up. So I am one of only a handful of people that have this shirt and will ever have this shirt, potentially. But that was kind of cool. I'm going to be wearing it in an upcoming video I'm working on right now about Hawk Girl. I won't give anything else away. The little light that I've got in the corner that's lighting up these posters apparently has some sort of automatic shut-off time that I wasn't aware of. Last stream, when I finished, I turned around and it was off, and I thought, oh, maybe it died. But no, it's fine. So you'll eventually see it just turn off. But yeah, I just figured I'd show off that stuff because I took my time to set up this little setup here, so I might as well explain what half of it is. And I figured that those two posters down there were relevant because they're Justice League Adventures artists. And that's what we've been reading, even though we're getting into Justice League Unlimited next time, but I think both of them were on there, both still, eventually. But yeah, so a little bit of an explanation about what we're going to be going through today. In 2003, Burger King teamed up with, I guess, Cartoon Network, Warner Brothers, whatever you want to say, and put out Justice League Burger King toys. I'm going to play the commercial for you here. Let me mute the background music for just a second. Turn the desktop audio on. We're going to watch this little 30-second Burger King commercial.
This Power Blast ketchup tastes awesome. I wonder where they got it.
There's an energy flux on planet Bendan.
I'm getting a reading. It appears to be a rare type of spicy and tasty ketchup.
Right. Power Blast ketchup is now at Burger King. Now in every big kid's meal, you can get one of your favorite Justice League toys and watch Superman roll, Batman rise, and Wonder Woman lasso. There's 8 toys in all, so you can start upholding truth and justice at Burger King today.
Okay, so that's that. So yeah, I don't know what it's called now, because I'm not a child, even though you might think so. I don't know what Burger King's kids' meals are called these days, but back in that time when I was eating them,
Tasty ketchup.
it was the Burger King Big Kids meal.
Right.
And
Power Blast
as you
ketchup
can
is
see
now
in this
Burger
commercial,
King.
they
Now in
had
every
a
big
tie-in
kid's
with
meal, you can
Justice
get one of
League.
your favorite Justice League toys and watch Super.
I'll turn off the desktop audio again. Justice League toys that each came with a little tiny comic book. So that's what we're going to be going through today. This is the Pinoy Toy Geek channel down here. He did a video on all these little toys. I'm going to scrub through it real quick. So we got the Superman one, who he rides a meteor. It's got kind of a cool little inner ball there. He magnetizes to the top. You drag him back and forth, all sorts of cool, fun stuff. As you'll see once we get into the comics, they all kind of have to do with the little mini plots of each one of these toys. We got Batman, little bendable arms. I still have this Batman hanging out somewhere. In like 2006 or so, I made like a stop motion. If you go on YouTube and look up Batman Deliverance, this was a stop motion Batman animated thing that I made and never finished. Started making anyway. And it was like starring all of my different Batman action figures of the time, including this Batman, who I think I called him like Bat Mini or something like that in the movie. But he was pretty scuffed up. I'm actually kind of surprised at the quality of these. I'll have to see if I can maybe get my hands on him again. Yeah, we got Wonder Woman. She's wrapping up an alien invader, who we will see come into play in her comic. It's kind of a fun little lasso dealio that she does with him. Press the button. Swoop. We got Green Lantern, who I think this is maybe the silliest, or maybe I would second silliest of all these toys. He just kind of locks into his little bubble and spins. I don't know what practicality this has in the situation Green Lantern finds himself in, especially, you know, he can change angles of which way he spins. And per the Tim Talk podcast, he is definitely not making any sort of interesting construct here. It's kind of just a mesh of green blob. Not really sure what he's even doing. Is he surrounding something in green aura? Is he creating a puddle of pudding here on top of a building? I'm not really sure. Maybe we'll find out in his comic. Flash, he's probably the most obvious of what he does. He goes real fast, as you can see. And then, this is probably the silliest one, Hawk Girl. All she does is flap her wings. You press the button and her wings flap. He'll probably do it here in a second. There we go. Just like the writers of the Justice League Adventures comics, they didn't know what to do with Hawk Girl. And then we got John Jones doing a kind of whirligig tornado sort of thing. Not really sure what's going on here, or, you know, when do we ever see him do this? And the Javelin 7, which is the final toy, and I believe is the finale issue of the little mini comic. All of these comics are only maybe 5 or 6 pages each. Could be a little bit more than that, but they're very short, and they all fit inside of the Burger King toy packages. So there's no there's not a lot of detail in these comics. This one was kind of a cool. You press the button, the little door closes, and then the javelin just shoots off of the thing. I think that's probably the most thought through of any of these, and I'd like to have this little tiny Javelin 7. That'd be kind of fun. Okay, so yeah, those are all the toys. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, Martian Manhunter, Hawkgirl, Javelin 7. And we got them all sitting right here. So, like I said, they each came with their own little mini comic book. And the World's Finest website has had those cataloged for quite a long time, probably since they came out. So the scans are going to be what they are. They're definitely not going to be the same quality as the comic books that we've been reading on DC Universe, you know, the actual Justice League Adventures comics. But I think the most interesting thing about this is just knowing the behind the scenes of all these of Justice League Adventures, where the show creators and the comic creators didn't really talk to each other. The integration, the multi-layered integration of this brand deal or whatever is kind of surprisingly connected, I guess. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. The Justice, you know, we watched that commercial. They've got Justice League animation. They've got, oh, they'll see the light already turned off. They've got Justice League animation. They've got the voice actors, at least Michael Rosenbaum and Kevin Conroy in there. But that's, you know, that's the cartoon. And then we got the Justice League, it literally says Justice League Adventures here on the on these little mini comics. I don't know, I just find it interesting that they managed to work together in that way. I wonder if the recording session for that little commercial was just like, oh, we can only get Flash and Batman, okay, that's fine. Just do it on like a lunch break or something, you know, while we're recording Justice League. So yeah, let me introduce the creators of these comics real quick. I know I'm taking my time, but I gotta make sure everything is built up here. They're all written by Scott Peterson, who was also a primary voice on the Batman Gotham Adventures comic. We've had him on the channel a couple of times. Once it was one of our super early interviews on the channel, and then most recently he's been on our 24-hour live stream with Tim Levins. He's at theotherscottpeterson.blogspot.com. He's still updating this all the time, either with his work on fiction or just kind of blog posts on his own. A lot of political stuff lately because of the election and stuff. But still, really fun guy. I recommend checking him out. The art duties were split up among 3 different people this time. Min SQ drew a couple of them. I've shown this on Twitch before, but you know, we got both audiences here now. I might as well show you both, or for, you know, show YouTube for potentially the first time. Min SQ, artist on a lot of the Justice League Adventures issues. Here he is with Chris Sequeira. God, I can never say it right. Sequoia, something like that. In his garage, at least in the early 2000s, he had a giant painting of the Justice League on his garage wall. Very envious of this, always have been. So yeah, that's him on the right there. He's the artist for a couple of these. Another couple were drawn by Chris Jones, who again, poster right there. I should just use this hand from now on. Oh, maybe it's not. There we go. Chris Jones is the primary artist for, or maybe the only artist for the Young Justice tie-in comics to the animated series. But he also drew several of these Justice League Adventures issues. I'm sorry if I'm not keeping up with the chat very well, because usually I can just see it very obviously on the screen, and I'm having to kind of direct my attention between all of this. Oh, Justice League Adventures NASCAR comic. Yeah, it exists. It was a Hot Wheels pack in, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we have actually, Tim Levins sent us the entirety of that comic. So I could maybe go through that. Depends on how long it takes us to get through the Burger King comics today, but maybe I'll go through that one as like a finale, or on a different day. I don't know. I want to get to the Justice League Unlimited comics, but there's definitely a bunch of other little marketing tie-ins all throughout the DCAU that we will eventually be covering. And for those who haven't joined us before, we kind of are going through these for the sake of just cataloging all information on Justice League Adventures and then destroying it. No. But as you'll see, you know, we got this whole spreadsheet going for this. Eventually we'll get to that. And this is kind of like, you guys are just along for the ride, for the research, for future, you know, will it canon, timeline, that kind of stuff. Yes, Minescu did do a bunch of other Cartoon Network comics and things like that. I agree that drawing for a DCAU comic would be very cool. Would your wife allow you to get a Justice League mural for your garage? Of course, if I had a garage. I'd cut out that wall mural. I do have the, I think Maddie sent it to me a while back. There was someone that was listing a McDonald's Batman the Animated Series, like the slips that you put in the drive-through menu. And so I have that rolled up in the attic right now. I gotta find a spot for that eventually. Yeah, lots of stuff going on in the chat. Is this where Nightwing has been during the Adventures Continue? Yeah, probably. Where's the Nightwing toy? Good question. Most people do Shiera dirty, and the ones who don't want to do the dirty with Shiera. That makes sense. Yeah, Maddie has all these Burger King toys. I remember seeing them on his shelf as far back as 2018 when I first met him in person. Okay. Anyway, gonna try to keep up with the chat as much as I can, but no promises. Good thing Maddie's here to do whatever he does. And then the final artist on this is James Fry. I couldn't find any sort of social media or website or anything for the guy. But if it's the same James Fry as here on the DC Wiki, he's also worked on Birds of Prey and a bunch of Star Trek comics of note. He also apparently worked on Gotham Adventures number 58. Was he the penciler for this? It looks like it. So that's kind of cool. That's the Batman Creeper Jack Ryder comic. That's interesting, though, because it doesn't look very similar to what we'll see here today. But anyway, let's close out all these guys. As you'll see in the comic here, you used to be able to go to cartoonnetwork.com/JLAdventures, and I tried to get there on the Wayback Machine Internet Archive, but it doesn't seem like that page was ever archived. But here's kind of a fun, this is what the Cartoon Network website looked like at around the time when these comics came out. Looks like we could try to play this Batman Beyond Evolution of Evil game. But I'll save that. I'll let Maddie have that for later. But yeah, okay, let's actually read these. Let's read these stupid little Burger King comics and take down any interesting information that they may hold. Which is probably not going to be much. Okay. So we got The Flash for issue number 1. There'll be a lot of clicking back and forth because these are just images on a website. The Flash. The city has never seen a flood quite like this. People have been trapped by the rising waters. Somebody, please help. No sound effects. Shwa. Hey, it's the Flash. Help, quick. No problem, folks. Quick is my middle name. Oh, he said that in some other Justice League Adventures issue. Is Quick really your middle name? Well, no, not really. And take that goddamn shirt off, little kid. I didn't think so, but you sure are fast. With all the people who need help. I have to be. The end? Question mark? Yeah. So, we got a yellow bat suit in that one. I'm going to take notes in between each one of these issues just so we can get through that part quickly. So what is this one? Is this just literally called Starring the Flash? I think it's just called The Flash. Okay, so The Flash. We have The Flash. Is this Central City? The City. You can't tell which city it is. Okay, nothing on that page. Nothing on that page. Some sort of cola. I'm going to say that says cola, but that's not it. That's not worth writing down. Quick is my middle name. I'm going to just put that as a little note. Gotta do this format. Line, top please. Okay. Other notes. Flash says his middle name is Quick. Again, immediately says he's kidding. Okay. That was in some earlier Just League Adventures issue too. Okay, we got this little kid wearing a yellow Beyond symbol t-shirt. Josiah's in the chat going, why didn't you do anything funny when that happened? I can't clip that out. We'll get there. Okay, is that it for this one probably? Saving people. Okay. So what's interesting about these is that you kind of feel like they're Flash a little thick here. You kind of think that these are all going to tie into each other in some sort of big overarching story, but not really. They just kind of exist. Alright, so that was that. Let's move on to number 2. I'm going to guess that this one's called Hawk Girl, because it looks like it features Hawk Girl. Anything interesting in the chat between the two? I need to clip that. I'll take that damn shirt off. Oh, that'll work. Yeah, I have no idea why it's flooded. No explanation. Okay, Hawk Girl. I'm just going to keep the screen like this. Hope you guys don't mind. Hawk Girl. Help! Oh, Hawk Girl, thank goodness. The kitten ran off. I'm sorry, but that's not really my... But the kids ran off to find it. Oh, that is my job. I find kids. Yes. Yes, there we go. All right, first find the cat. There. And there are the other runaways. Not Cassie Sandsmark at all. Now to take them back. Whoa, cool. And my work here is done. Oh, Hawk Girl, thank you so much. But where are all the others? Others? Well, of course. I'll be back. Daycare center. So she's like, oh, whoops. All right. Well, we got Hawk Girl. We have the daycare center. I know that's going to happen. Is that some sort of logo on this truck, but I don't know what that is. Okay. Well, how did this lady get up on the roof? Let's see. Daycare. What do you call this? What do you call a daycare person? Daycare carer? Supervisor? I don't know. I have a child, but he still lives in my house. That is my job. Let's see, daycare kids and daycare cat. Daycare attendant, that might work. Yeah, Hawk Girl stole the wrong kids. Yeah, these are pretty corny. Not much to them, but they exist, and they are labeled Justice League Adventures, so we must read them. Okay. Flying them high above the city. Where are the 60 other children that also went to go find the cat all together and went different directions for some reason? Daycare center. Okay. So that was that one. As you can see here, you pop in Hawk Girl's wings, you press the button, and she dang flies. So I like how, I wonder if they they probably had to write the comics around the toy and not the other way around. So like, okay, Hawk Girl flies. So do literally anything with Hawk Girl, but emphasize the fact that she's flying. Like, that's the cool part. Flash is running. That's the cool part. So it'll be interesting. It's interesting that they made the choice to, like, if that's the case, have Wonder Woman, as you'll see, battling a alien invader before, and then they had to write the comic around that. But anyway, that was that. Let's go on to the next one. Number 3, Superman. Oh, God. Why are her eyes blank? Good question. Definitely higher canon than anything else. I would totally agree. How many issues of this ancient legendary bird? There are 8 total issues. Just wanted to drop in the stream to say you're doing God's work here, James. Thank you, Tron. Tron, if you're still here, check your Patreon messages or comment on the Batman headshot Patreon posts. I need to know which Batman head you want, and you haven't responded yet. Burger King foot lettuce. Yes, exactly. Okay, Superman. What better way to relax after lunch, very specific there, Superman, than to fly 20,000 miles above the Earth and stop a meteor before it smashes into the planet? Looks like several of them, dude. You just only have to stop one of them? Oof! This thing is big and heavy. So let's put it where it won't bother anyone. Oh, no. Yeah, Superman, do it. Throw it in the goddamn sun. Why does he do this? Well, that took care of that, but... I'm sorry. This is all Superman does is throw shit into the sun. There are more, and they're coming faster. Looks like I'm gonna be here for a while. The end? Again, none of this will matter. Whew. Okay. Sorry for taking the Lord's name in vain there, but Superman throws nukes in the sun. He throws what was the other thing he threw in this? He threw something in the sun in the show, I feel like. I don't know. It's just kind of a meme at this point that's all that Superman does is throw stuff in the sun. Greetings from Starboy's house. This is after after Fatal 5. Like, yeah, there's no real, we can't place the timeline yet. Anyway, I think that's the only character in this entire issue. Superman, we got, I don't know. There's nothing else. Yeah. Okay, cool, dude. I guess I can put Earth. We see Earth from space. I've been doing that. And fine, let's put meteors. Meteoros, yes. All right, moving on to number 4. We're almost halfway done with these anyway. Wonder Woman. I already know this one's gonna make me angry. Wonder Woman. Starring Wonder Woman, Burger King, go get some hot ketchup. Wonder Woman, alert, alert, intruders detected. I'm the only one here. Then why do I feel like there's someone behind me? Ugh! Okay, I can't see anyone, but I can hear them. And I can feel the air when they move. Well, what do you know? My lasso shows that I seem to have caught an Imperium member. And where there's one member of the Imperium, there are always more. Well, I cited this one in our, I think it was the Crisis on Two Earths, Will It Canon, where I'm like, this guy is the Imperium. This guy, these are not the Imperium. And I know the Burger King comics got it wrong. So, yeah. Scott Peterson, what the hell? Slide the villain out to the end of the track. Press down on a button and watch Wonder Woman rope the villain in. And so just for clarification, this is inaccurate. This is not correct. The Imperium the Imperium is the big pink squishy leader, dude. These guys are just alien invaders, okay? This comic doesn't make that canon. So at least I get to write down something else other than we got Wonder Woman and we got alien invaders. And we've got the Watchtower. Oh boy. Watchtower. And Earth. I like how this is sort of insinuated to be happening at the same time as Superman is punching a bunch of meteors, but the Watchtower, nobody else is like, oh shit, meteors, we should probably take care of that. Okay, alien invaders. We got, what was it, Martian weapons? That was from their, whatever Justice League Adventures issue had the alien invaders in it before. Aliens called members of the Imperium. I'm gonna put that under non-canon just because it's not technically accurate. But there's also nothing really to say that... I don't know. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. Scott Peterson, probably not aware. You know, like I said, they're not fed any sort of information from the shows themselves. No biographies, no background information at all. They just go off of what they see. It's very easy, as most of the world has done, to confuse the word Imperium with as being just descriptive of the group. But I'm not going to waste any more time on Imperium stuff. We got to move on to starring Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter. Immediately, I'm going to put into the notes, Jean referred to by the title as Martian Manhunter. Something that we know only happens once in the cartoon. Rick Flag, but he must be called it in universe, otherwise he wouldn't know to call him that. If they call them Imperium agents, that's technically correct. They're agents of Tentaculio. Yeah, true. They kind of look, but members of the Imperium. Unless we're saying that the Imperium has many private parts, and those are all of them, detached and sentient. The sun should be a character. That's true. I will put that for locations. Martian Manhunter, my favorite gay superhero. Is he? I was not aware of this. Why is this guy, like, analyzing these comics? What? 'Cause? Why not? Okay, Martian Manhunter. But for a real answer, I've been going through every Justice League Adventures comic, and these count. And rescue crews are still trying to get young Ronnie out of the well. Oh, it's Snapper Car. Oh, hey, this is like that dragon thing he transforms into in Metamorphosis to fight Metamorpho. Oh, that's the same page, James. Big snake boy going down in the well. What a thing to turn into. There's a boy stuck in a well. Let me turn into a scary-ass looking dragon bitch. Okay. Is this the same little boy that Flash saved? Is it the same haircut? No, not quite. Oh, just kidding. I'm not a snake monster, pointy, scary dragon. I'm just a pointy, scary Martian. It's okay, little boy. Okay. A lot of dialogue in this one. And people here are just overjoyed. I don't know. It felt like someone just lifted me out, but I couldn't see anybody. The end. Wow, what a great little comic there. Okay, so we have John Jones. We have Snapper Carr. Was there anyone else in this? Let's see. We have police cars and fire engines and all this stuff, but we have no idea what city this is, so I'm not going to worry about it. Young Ronnie. Ronnie. I'm just going to do Ronnie. And what else? So no one sees a giant snake go into the well, even though there's dozens of people standing around the well. Look how many people are... Right. No one sees Jean turn into a giant snake python dragon and go... No one goes, hey, that kid's gonna die! He's crying. Okay, Jean... Okay, I'm gonna note down... Jean turns into the same snake creature that he does in Metamorphosis. Now, I'm pretty sure these came out during the run of Justice League Adventures, not after, because I think we got all the way into 2004 by the end of the actual comic. Yeah, October 2004 was the final one. So these are happening in 2003, so it's not, I'm doing this a little out of order, but figured it made sense to wait. Okay, and then we have, Jean can turn invisible, I guess. It's not non-canon. Jean can turn invisible. I'm not gonna put that under non-canon because, as if you watch our Jean Jones Powers video, it's still kind of up in the air whether he can do that or if he would just. You'll see. Just go watch that again. You'll understand what I'm talking about. Anything else happening in this Channel 3 news? I think I was counting that as a character before. And I guess that's it, because, I mean, he's a Metropolis, Snapper Carr's a Metropolis news reporter, but he was kind of, I think he was in, like, Paris even, maybe, in Secret Origins. I might be wrong. I think he might have just been in Metropolis. Anywho, okay, so that's that. I'm going to have to merge some cells here, so I actually took more notes than just one line of notes for the first time in all of these. I guess I could mark this one as not canon. Yeah, you guys like watching me merge cells? Yeah, you do. Merge those cells, James. That's the stuff. Alright, we got 3 more. Batman is next. Number 6. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Unmerge the cells. There we go. Number 6 is Batman. No, not just a random reporter that is Snapper Carr. I'm going to say with absolute zero evidence whatsoever that Ronnie is Ronnie Raymond, half the original Firestorm. Imagine it. Well, that won't work out if, because Justice League Unlimited has Firestorm in it. Yeah, he's not a child. The comic, not the we will be reading eventually. Mustache Cop merging cells like Dr. Giro. I assume that's something to do with like human cells, but I don't know who that is. Thick flash emoji in Discord server. Are you asking me to do that, or did you already put one in there? Okay, Batman. Let's figure out what this is all about. If I remember right, this is the least eventful one. Here's Batman. Here's Batman doing some flips and looking like Batman. Oh no, a burning building Batman. Here's Batman doing some flips into the burning building. Smash! Batman do be liking to break through windows. The store security guard is in danger. Help! Please! Okay, I will help. I'll wrench you back out through the shattered glass that I jumped through. Thank you, but there are others still inside. Don't worry. I'll get them. The end? Okay, yeah. Cool, Batman. What a neat thing you just did there. So we've got Batman. And what was this guy? The store security guard. What store is this? This does not look like a store. This looks like an apartment building or a hotel or something. What store is built like this? Gotham City. Store security guard. I don't know if it's Gotham City. There's blue sky. It must not be. Batman. Store. Batman. Batman. These two guys. These two guys. And these two guys. Okay. Why is Batman, like, crawling? He's like, I'll get them so fast by racing across the ground like a gorilla. Okay, and then we, of course, have the... This is what Batman does. He jumps 2 feet into the air. Cool. 2 more. Number 7 is Green Lantern. On this day, we are all the store security. Yes. Buildings are always burning in Gotham. Needed a good laugh today. This is great. Thank you. I hope, or I'm glad for you. It's Don Knotts. It did look like Don Knotts. That must have been on purpose. I don't remember what that what's that character's name that he plays on the Andy Griffith Show. Barney Fife. Okay, so good call. I'll put that in the little notes here. Security guard seems to be based off Barney Fife from Andy Griffith Show. How does Batman not have lung cancer from all the smoke? He's always inhaling fires. Good point. John Stewart, the best Green Lantern. Barney, ain't it? Yeah. I love the fact they brought Phil Lamar back to voice John in Injustice 2. Yeah. I think he's also Aquaman in the Injustice games. Does that mean Mayberry is near Gotham? Good question. Okay. So, Green Lantern. I think this is the first one drawn by that other guy that I couldn't find his website. James Fry. A beautiful night in New York City. Nice and... Oh, the suspense is killing me. Oh my god. Quiet. The electricity must be out. Help! Sounds like I'm needed. The call came from this building. Looks like she could use a hand. No problem when you've got a power ring. Thanks, Green Lantern. We'll take care of her. I'm glad she'll be all right. But I'm sure there are others who need help. Looks like it's going to be a busy night. The end? You're supposed to continue to Chapter 8. Okay, so that's, that was an interesting one. We got Green Lantern. By interesting, I mean not really. New York City. New Torque City is more like New York City. Okay. Interesting that he's in New York City. Nothing. Girl John Stewart saves. She has lines. She has a Superman cup. Okay. What did she do? Did she just fall down? Like, oh, the power went out and I tripped. I need Green Lantern. My shin hurts. Send Green Lantern. What's wrong with her? There's nothing. Nothing's happening. Scott Peterson put in a corner here, like, the Green Lantern one, he has to be shooting a ball of jello onto a building. I don't care what else happens. Okay, so get this. The power goes out, and some girl is drinking coffee, and she spills hot coffee on her shin and sues McDonald's for how hot the coffee was. And she needs Green Lantern's help. Emergency room. But where? The one hospital in New York City. New York City Hospital. I'll just put a question mark next to it. Okay. Alright, we got one more. I'll put girl GL saves with the question mark. All the question marks I do are like, come back to this later, James, and figure out a better name for this. Okay, and what is this last one? Justice League. Okay. Creative. Alright. Final issue. Maybe we'll go through the NASCAR stuff. I might have to take a quick pee break in the middle. Been drinking coffee this whole time. Okay. Justice League Adventures, Burger King, 8 of 8. 8 of 8, bum, make you put your hands up. Justice League, Javelin 7, swoop, Batman, tick. Batman's a tick. He doesn't get his marching band drill right. Okay. Oh, hey, it's everybody doing their thing. From the comics. Hawk Girl, you're needed. I'm in the middle of saving like 30 children still. Flash, you're needed. Let me drive the Javelin 7 through a street of people into your body. Why does he have to go to every location they are? He's on the radio. Scott! What are you doing? Green Lantern, you're needed. Yes, I am aware. I am aware I am needed. You don't have to fly the Javelin 7 all the way to me. Aren't we missing some people? Yes. Here's one now. And that should do it. Hello, Batman. Trouble? The Watchtower is being attacked. Nothing Wonder Woman can't handle, but we're a team. Whoops. Spoilers. Oh, no, that was it. Let's go. The end. Wow, what a cool ending. Why did you don't need these guys. She beat them all up already. They're all dead. She murdered every single Imperium. All the Imperiums. They're so dead. Well, okay. Back to the start here. So we've got Javelin 7. Javelin 7. Or as we know from an early Justice League Adventures comic, it might just be any other Javelin 1 through 6 or plus of 7. Who knows? Who's to say? We've got Batman. Not store security guard. Thank you for thinking that's what I wanted, though. Hawk Girl. Man, we got everybody coming back. We even got daycare kids, man. Whew. Never thought we'd see them again. We've got the Flash. We've got John Jones. We've got Green Lantern. We've got Wonder Woman. We've got Alien Invaders. We've got people being murdered by Batman with the Javelin 7. We've got I guess maybe Green Lantern is still in New York City. There's no determination. Here's one now. Superman. And we've got Meteors again. Meteoros. I don't know why I want to keep typing that. And that's it. Watchtower. Cool. Well, what have we learned here today, folks? We've learned so much. Hawk Girl is terrible. Hawk Girl, the one who boasts about keeping a sharp eye out, only saved 2 daycare kids of an unknown larger amount. Superman loves throwing stuff in the sun. Wonder Woman doesn't. There's the explanation. Maybe someone said this in the chat already. I've been having a hard time keeping up. Wonder Woman doesn't know that the group isn't called the Imperium. You know, you see, she was all, they're all stuck in the dirt, just watching the Imperium pull his tentacles all through Jean Jones, and Jean's all like, the Imperium is coming. Maybe she got confused. She thinks that the group is called the Imperium. I'm gonna put that Wonder Woman thinks this as a possible explanation if we wanted to include these as a whole. We've learned that people don't care when a giant snake monster shimmies its way into a well that a child is stuck in. We've learned that Barney Fife lives in Gotham City. We've learned that Green Lantern is needed for a sprained ankle, and that Wonder Woman does not need the Justice League's help to fight off 1,000 Imperiums. So, yeah. You think I'm reaching, Josiah? I'm reaching the end of my sanity. Okay, I think we will do the NASCAR comic, if that's fine with you guys, if you'd like to do that. I think I can't remember if I already downloaded it to my computer or if I still have it in an email. If I do, I'll go to the standby screen so you guys aren't seeing Tim Levin's email. Oh, I'm frozen a little bit. Maybe. Alright, yeah, I will return here in just a minute. I'll put you guys on the standby screen real quick, and then we'll go through the NASCAR comic just for the sake of going through the NASCAR comic. Why not? Once a future thing happens in separate timeline than Return of the Joker. Yeah, all that money take care of that. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the deal. Unbeknownst to me, we only have some of the pages of the NASCAR comic, and they're all out of order. I remembered them being out of order. I figured I could maybe order them very quickly, but it looks like we only have pages 1, 3, 6, 9, 12, and then 3 unlabeled pages. So unless Maddie wants to correct me and direct me in the correct direction, I don't know if we'll be able to do this today, but we might as well at least take a look at it. This was a Tim Levin's NASCAR Justice League Adventures tie-in that he did. It has the Injustice Gang. This is a very similar shot, if not almost the exact drawing that he did at the end of Justice League Adventures, with Superman holding up the piece of his ship and stuff. Oh yeah, thanks Josiah. I should mention before everyone goes away that the Pod Tower YouTube channel, I think we're 2 subscribers away from hitting 100. We're at 98 subscribers. This is where all the streams are gonna go after we're done. So like, I'll end the stream today. It'll be up for a little bit just to have it archived on the main channel. But then it'll be over here posted as an actual video. On the Pod Tower. I would recommend not going to the videos tab. Everything is completely out of order and weird and random over there. But the on the main channel page here, there is here. Let me paste. I can't paste the link because I have no chat box. If someone would like to paste the link to the Pod Tower into the chat, so you can all head over there and subscribe, that'd be cool. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we can start monetizing the stream archives. And make a few extra little buckaroonies. Every Tim Talk podcast episode is over here as well. I'm working my way through getting every DCAU review episode up, all of our past 12th Level Intellects episodes, and literally every single past stream that we have done, including the 24-hour live stream. Everything, all of our long-form content is over here. Thank you, Adam. That's the link in the chat there, if you want to go over to Pod Tower and hit that big old red subscribe button. Thank you 3 people that already did that in the time I've been explaining it. But yeah, I only do notifications on this channel for the new episodes, so unless Chris from Tim Talk or either Cal or Liam, whoever's uploading DCAU review episodes, unless they mess it up, you should not get a notification as we upload, hundreds of past stream videos. You should only get notifications for the new episodes. But yeah, that's that. Pod Tower is the place to find all the past streams. So I guess since we can't really do the NASCAR comic today, looks like Maddie's actually in there kind of reorganizing it right now. I'll look and see if I can figure it out. Thought he sent us the full thing. Good point. Let me see if I'll bring up my email on the other screen. Well, you already saw it. If you paused or whatever. There was some sort of link to stuff. Where is the link to the NASCAR stuff? One copy of the NASCAR comic. Here it is. Here's what he sent me anyway. Maybe it's still in there. JL NASCAR. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it looks like the whole thing should be in here. Here, I'll send Maddie the link on Facebook real quick. We can go through. I was thinking of going through all the Justice League adventures in the spreadsheet that we've already done, just really quick to kind of like. There, Maddie, in the Facebook group chat, there is the link to all of the pages. Anyway, there's I was thinking of going through all of the issues here of Justice League Adventures and kind of just chatting about like potential ways we could fit them in, the ones that are a problem, because you guys along the way have been very helpful with like, well, hey, you know, you don't think that this would work, but maybe, you know, if there's a way to think around the problem, sometimes you guys have better ideas than I do. So let's start with number 4, World War of the Sexes. I don't think we're going to be able to make this one work. This was, let's go back to it. Justice League Adventures. Number 4. So this was the Themyscira issue, where the Justice League fights a bunch of Amazons who are being mind controlled by what turns out to be Ares. And what we wrote down for non-canon for this one is, if this is before Paradise Lost, it makes no sense for Wonder Woman to be anxious about going back home for the first time since Secret Origins. Yeah, so... And then if it's after Paradise Lost, it makes no sense for Wonder Woman to be able to set foot on the island. I don't think we can really reconcile that. You know, they go to Themyscira in this issue. Hawkgirl's here, so this is obviously before Starcrossed. It can't be set, and the Watchtower's here and all that stuff. It can't be set, you know, like during Justice League Unlimited or something like that. There's just some oddities here. Amazons have the Trident of Poseidon, should be with Aquaman. That doesn't really matter too much. And Wonder Woman refers to her Lasso of Truth. Yeah, so any Lasso of Truth instances are kind of hard to make work because she doesn't become aware of that sort of thing until Justice League Unlimited. So I don't know if we're going to make this one be able to work. And it looks like so far nobody has any ideas for how to make that work, so let's move on. We got Lasso of Truth again in number 5, including... let's see, is this going to work? Of course not. I don't know how DC Universe is built, but it is built stupidly. Is Burger King canon? It might be. I don't know. All right, issue number 5. This was the Starro issue, for which I wrote down... does Starro work with the call? Superman should recognize the creature. Vader in the chat at the time had suggested there could be 2 species of Starro, one purple and one green, which might work, but I feel like they would still be like, hey, Superman, we know what that thing is. Remember when we fought the green versions of this thing that looked exactly the same except green? So still not sure about that one. If we really want to cram this into continuity, we could say it's a Hawkgirl-style Superman robot. Maybe do more videos about crossovers between DC Comics and other Warner properties. We are doing another multiverse video eventually as part of the story, so that will include some of that kind of stuff. Off-screen, Wonder Woman got hit in the head and forgot the lasso had that power. I love Starro. Yeah, Starro's great. I want to do a video about every time that the Justice League, the animated Justice League fought Starro, because there's the Batman Beyond Justice League episode, there's a capstone book where they fight Starro, all these different like alternate realities where the Justice League, the DCAU Justice League fights Starro. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to make that one work. Number 6, this probably also not going to be able to work. This was the one with the just tons of villains here, including Kronos. Anything with Kronos doesn't really work. Let's see, let's go back to this page. This is what I'm talking about. Like, a third of the people in this crowd get retconned by different versions in the animated series eventually. You know, we got Royal Flush Gang, we got Floronic Man, Amazo, Kronos. Half the other guys are probably doable just because, you know, there's no reason that, say, the Key or Captain Cold or those guys could not just be the same versions later. But again, there's not really any way to reconcile Kronos, especially. Amazo, they shouldn't have met yet, all this stuff. Don't think this can work. Does Royal Flesh Gang work with established Royal Flesh Gang lineage? Check Vanishing Point. I will do that later. Count Vertigo has superpowers, revealed to be GL constructs later. Captain Cold has the same gun as Mr. Freeze, but he doesn't by JLU. Does Mr. Freeze's timeline work with his appearance? Not sure. Does Clayface's timeline work with his appearance? Poison Ivy has normal skin color. Whatever. Floronic Man is here. Does that work with Swamp Thing timeline? And Amazo doesn't work. We saw it. So lots going on in this one. I like how I didn't even write down that, let's see, what am I doing here? Text, nope. What am I doing? What am I looking for? Oh my god. What in the world? Format? Oh, merge, I can't unmerge the cells? Okay, well I wanted to add that Kronos is here at all. So that doesn't really work. Yeah, not sure we're going to be able to make that one work, so we can keep all 3 of those marked in red. Let's move down to the next one that we marked in red, which is number 11. At least Amazo doesn't look like a droid from Star Wars. Is that what you're saying that he looks like in the cartoon? That's an interesting one that I've not heard yet. Have you read any Future State, James? I have not. I've been going through the New 52 Justice League volumes. I just got through Volume 6, which is the last one before Darkseid War. So I'm reading Multiversity right now, which has been really fun so far, and then I'll be on to Darkseid War. I know, I'm very behind, but I'm catching up slowly. Starro was their first villain in the comics. Makes sense. Everyone wants to use them. Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah, Reverse Flash was in there. We drew him a few of these ago. If there's any comics where that Kronos is on his own without all the other villains, maybe it could be him from another timeline. Yeah, I think actually this very next one that we're going to look at, number 11, is chock full of Kronos. There were many Kronoses, as you can see. But they all look like, they're all the same guy. This David Clinton that is from like the super far future. He's normal aged, you know, normal middle-aged man in present day instead of Batman Beyond time. You know, he should be yeah, the David Clinton we see in the Once in the Future thing is not this same guy. But let's see, number 11 we have I marked this one as non-canon, but I didn't write anything in it. Kronos appearances, like number 6. I assume that's why I marked it non-canon, was because of that. Because yeah, we have just a bunch of the same Kronos. It's too bad though that sometimes this happens where just automatically an issue will be kind of bumped out of canon or whatever because they use a character that then the cartoon uses later and retcons whatever they did. David Clinton III. Nice. That's not a bad idea. Oops, all Cronoses. I love it. This guy draws Batman hella good. Yes, he does. Minescu, if that's who you're talking about. He's the best. I love his recreations of the art style. Very fluid. Yeah. Have you heard the news that Bruce Timm is working on a Justice League Beyond animated movie going to HBO Max? I have not. I wouldn't call that news. I would call that a heavy rumor because I haven't even heard about it. I don't know. Are you serious right now? No way. Yeah, I don't put any stock in that until something official comes out about it. Never put any stock into any rumors of anything, including the Batman the Animated Series revival, until we have actual official confirmation of something. Otherwise, we're just getting deep into the rumor mill. Looks like Matty is making his way through this. We just have to order them in the right order, which it looks like he's got, maybe? But we'll still keep doing this real quick. Yeah, so again, number 11, Cronoses. Could be Cronoses from other timelines, or Bob suggests David Clinton Jr. the Third, and so on. I like that theory. I don't think it'll hold up, but I like it. Okay, what's the next one we got marked in red? Number 13, Local Hero. This is the All-Star issue. I think I marked this. Yeah, Superman in space with no spacesuit, Lasso of Truth. The Lasso of Truth really throws it off every time. It's not just an appearance by the lasso itself. It's like a direct reference to it being either called the Lasso of Truth or Wonder Woman using it on someone to find out the truth about them. We all know we need a jail reunion film above all. Correct. And I mean a reunion of the original 7 members. All the story pages are up in order. Thank you, Maddie. Maddie going beast mode right now. Someone brought up being interested in Legion of Superheroes animated movie back in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. We got one of those in Justice League vs. the Fatal Five. I have to go. Yeah, okay, bye, Josiah, thanks. Yeah, so this issue, can't remember where it happens. Unless you're in a Lasso of Truth, right here. So, yeah, not really something that can be dealt with. Again, this is before Hawkgirl is gone. She's right there. So this can't be during Justice League Unlimited. So it doesn't work. Number 20, Emotional Baggage. That was the Psycho Pirate issue. 20. My baby boy is waking up out there. What was the issue with this one? I think it was... Oh, okay. Wally West has blonde hair. That could just be a coloring issue. Yep, right here. Hawkgirl is out of costume. That might be okay. That happened in another issue as well. I think number 2 or 3. Shadow Thief is mentioned to already exist. That's a big one. And Justice League camping together out of costume pre-Starcross. That's not going to work. Okay. Unreconcilable there. Unless you guys have any ideas, but... thank you, Maddie, for putting the stuff in there. In Superman's Burger King comic, Superman isn't wearing a spacesuit when he goes into... Oh, yeah. You're right. Superman not wearing a spacesuit talking... Yeah. Good catch, good catch. I'll mark that one because I don't usually think that's a problem if he's just like, oh, I really got to go up here really fast to take care of the thing. But he's going up there like, it's so nice to just go into space without a spacesuit. I'm having such a good day today. Oh, shit, meteors. So, yeah. Okay. What was the next one? 22, Second Contact. We're getting there. I don't think they fully decided that the jail Flash was Wally until the end of season 2. The bios are always iffy, so they may have thought it was Barry at the time. Yeah, there was some, for the Hawk Girl video I'm working on, there were some interviews I came across of them talking about how they weren't really sure which Flash they were going to be using until they decided for Starcrossed, and that there was a couple times where they're like, well, maybe it is Barry kind of a thing in the show. Like, just they thought to themselves while writing, they weren't sure. Appearances of costumes of Kronos and others from number 6. Okay, so this one directly references issue number 6, where we saw all of those other bad guys. Can't remember what page it's on. I think it's them, like... There's some thing where they're walking through... Where is it? Maybe it's here at the end? Yeah, there we go. There's like the Serpent Queen here. All these other, yeah, All-Stars Star, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that doesn't really work. If number 6 doesn't work, then anything referencing number 6 doesn't work either. And all of these being like non-canon really is just meaning this comic is probably in a diverging timeline. You know, sometime around Secret Origins-ish, you know, early on in the existence of the Justice League split at some point. Because there are direct references to some of the episodes, but there's not... there's a lot more references to past issues of the comic, and a lot of the time that just screws it up by virtue. Green Lantern meets Brainiac 5 and Legion of Superheroes. Okay, yeah. This is issue number 28. I recall us going through this. 28. There we go. There's no memory why P doesn't know who they are in JLU. Yeah, so that doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, this was the one that was drawn by Minescu but inked by Ty Templeton, and you can definitely see a lot of Ty Templeton-iness to this issue. The details that he tends to do. Yeah, so we've got Green Lantern meeting Brainiac 5 and the Legion of Superheroes. Hawkgirl is maskless, despite that being a huge deal at the end of Wildcards. Isn't necessarily non-canon, but could have been a reveal for the audience more so than for JL. But he certainly acts like it's the first time he's seeing her face. Yeah. I agree, past James. Yeah, because we've got this, like, Hawkgirl's just wearing a Dawnstar outfit. Present day is 976 years earlier, 2004, which would be after Starcrossed by our calculations. Though Maddie has talked about trying to go in. I think that would make an interesting video, going in and seeing if it works to put Justice League Unlimited in 2008 instead of 2004, the ending of it. With that being the presidential election that Lex was running for instead of the 2003 one, or 2004 one. But I feel like there are going to be complications that come out of that. It might give us more room for Justice League Season 1, for Batman The Adventures Continue, all that kind of stuff. It would be interesting to see. Is this pre-recorded? No, Connor Locke. Hey, Connor Locke. How's it going? There's a Legion of Superheroes animated series. It was canceled after CW continued their Saturday morning cartoon times. Yes, yes, there was. So, James, have you read any of Young Justice comics? No. James, who is your favorite Green Lantern? I like Kyle Rayner. I like Kyle Rayner, but Jon Stewart's my man. Is there a delay? Yeah, there probably is, of the chat actually showing up on screen. I marched drum corps with Connor Locke. Hey, how's it going? He has a YouTube channel, also doing like toy reviews and stuff. You should go check it out. Bob the Random Guy, it got 2 seasons. It was pretty good. What episodes would you like to see if they bring back B-Test for HBO? I don't want that to happen. Just being honest. I would prefer it stay in the past. They could make a movie. That'd be fine. They did that already. Batman, Harley Quinn. There will always be Avril Lavigne levels of complication. True. So, James, have you read any of the Young Justice comics? No. Is BTAC canon? We're working on figuring that out. When doing your readings. Which is your favorite voice to do? I like doing the Green Lantern. You're supposed to be Jon Stewart. Oh, Jesus, what is going on with the chat here? I like doing that one. And I like doing Wonder Woman because I try to put myself in Susan Eisenberg's shoes. And how would Susan Eisenberg read this line? Hey, James, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, Delivery Blaze. All right, so yeah, that's not really able to be fixed for that one. And then we've got two more issues that we're having problems with. Number 32. I think that's the one with the Flash and Jean dealing with a guy or like a weird virus taking over the Watchtower. Yes. I put original Watchtower has teleporters, which we see in Justice League Crisis on Two Earths, which was intended to bridge the series. That's when they implemented the teleporters, and we never see them on the show in any other time. Yeah, chat is going nuts. Not really sure what's going on here. Have you read any Future State comics? No. I should just put that on screen. That's like the most common question that keeps being asked to me in these videos. I've not read Future State. I don't know when I will get to that. I don't have a lot of free time right now. Jean and Watchtower Files both know Flash is Wally West. Should be after Starcross, but the original Watchtower is still here. Yeah, so this is the original Watchtower, and yet the Files know he's Wally West. I think we had discussed Batman obviously knows he built the Watchtower. So it could be that the file system knows it's Wally West, and anyone could look at that at any time and just see his. It's bad to have that in there. What if a bad guy took over the Watchtower, like what's happening in this issue, and just knows like, oh, okay, Batman's Bruce Wayne. Time to tank Wayne Enterprises stocks and put it all into GameStop. And Disappearing Act, that's the one with Robin, and it was Felix Faust Should Be Dead. That's one we just read a couple of weeks ago. Felix Faust should be dead. Does not work for him to appear at all between Paradise Lost and The Balance based on Tala rescuing him from Tartarus. And Clayface being in the penitentiary with the Shade is questionable. He should be in canisters with Morgan Edge. So I have not unredified any of these. Any of the ones that we had marked non-canon are still non-canon. By our timeline rules that we set out for ourselves a while ago, if a comic series is 50% or more non-canon issues, then we discount the entire series as okay. It's not going to work. If it's less than 50%, we try to reconcile the issues that have issues. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be something we can do this time. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 out of the 34? 10 out of the 30, I think it's 34. Yeah, issues don't work. So that's almost a third of the comic does not work. But we're not here to pass judgment on these streams. We're just here to take notes. We'll pass judgment later. And 2 of the 8 comics in the Burger King comics. But let's add one more sheet here. Let's do a NASCAR tie-in. We'll go through that real quick. It's only a few pages. Copy all this stuff. This is riveting stuff right here. Me moving over all the columns, make them a sizable size. Yeah, you like this? This is good stuff. This is great content. Okay, and I will do align the top, and the text wrapping is wrap. Okay, so we've got Justice League. We've got all the pages in here now. So this is Justice League Adventures Hot Wheels tie-in here. What is the superpower meets horsepower? Justice League Adventures NASCAR tie-in. Superpower meets horsepower. All right. I wonder when this came out. Copyright 2004, so we at least know that. Okay. Are there any JL Adventure stories you wish were canon? I do really like the All-Star issue. That was a really good one. I also really like the number 11, the Chronos, with all the multiple Chronoses. That was very emotional. I was almost tearing up reading that one. Those are a couple really good ones that I do really wish could work, and yet neither of them are going to be able to work probably. Has anyone heard of WonderCon will be virtual again this year? Not sure. I've gotten a couple emails about San Diego Comic-Con being on physically. I think that's a terrible idea if not like everybody there is vaccinated or whatever, but who knows? Maybe they're taking a hell of a lot of precautions. What is one C-lister villain you hate from Justice League? I don't really hate any characters in Justice League. I don't know. Are you exited for Batman the Long Halloween movie? Yeah, I haven't read the comic. I need to. Stretch those columns. I will. James, how did Maddie get time travel powers? You'll find out. I feel like All-Star shouldn't really be with the Justice League, be with the Teen Titans. This video is canon, Bri. Your name, I'm not really sure who this Brian Manili is. I'm looking for a Mark Thundercroc. Is there a Mark Thundercroc here? But okay, let's go through the NASCAR comic. So, let's see. Can I make this smaller so you can see the whole page? There we go. Justice League Adventures, superpower meets horsepower. Hey, we got Tim Levins on this guy. Of course we do, because he sent it to us. Well done, heroes. You arrived in record time. Just not quite soon enough to stop us from succeeding. Seriously, can anyone gloat better than this man? He's an absolute genius when it comes to gloating, and it's not as easy as it looks, you know. Zap, bam. Creating sound effects where there are none. Boom! It's the age-old conundrum. Go after the supervillains who've just stolen $100 million, or save the innocent civilians. So predictable. Just one more reason you'll always lose. Oops. Oh, hell yeah. Are we gonna get... Is this like a... I haven't actually read this. Is this gonna be like a Hoop Squad situation here? NASCAR signing inside. Meet Matt Kenseth, Mark Martin. Yeah, okay. Whoa! Heads up, boys. You gentlemen all right? Sure, no problem. Better than the sidewalk is. Yeah, it looks like driving out of here is going to be a little tougher than usual. Well, at least we got here sooner this time. Maybe we didn't get away with quite as much stuff as usual. Maybe they didn't get... Not good enough. Not nearly good enough. Wow, Luthor was right. With all the alarms off, this was like taking candy from a baby. Now we just make our getaway, give the Injustice Gang their 90%, and we're still set for life. Is Hawkgirl not in this? Interesting. This is unacceptable. This is the 4th time the Injustice Gang has knocked out power to an entire city and plundered at will. Yes, and not once have we managed to get there soon enough. At least we captured some of their henchmen this time. Superman and the Batman cartoon from 2004 are right. That's not sufficient. Their target cities seem random. If we could predict where they'll hit next, we can. They'll never figure it out. Those ridiculous superheroes are little more than overgrown apes. No offense, of course, to any actual simians in attendance. My scheme is simply far too brilliant to be deduced. Those muscleheads can't possibly hope to fathom the murky depths of my genius. Oh, and the rest of you contribute to our continued success in some way, I suppose. This entire thing was my idea in the first place. Technicalities, technicalities. Listen, clown boy. Oh, my fang. Oh, my fang is feeling positively venomous. Is this truly necessary? Oh, no. I guessed wrong. Is this truly necessary? Without Luther's technical expertise, selectively tapping into the nation's power grid would have been impossible. Impossible. So the NASCAR theme was irrefutably your idea, Copperhead. But the venture remains a team effort, does it not? I could never have done it without you, Muggs. I love you all so much. Yes, each of us has our assignments, and each has carried them out admirably. We've amassed more wealth in the past month than the gross national product of most countries. Indeed we have. Far more important, however, we've beaten and humiliated the Justice League time and again. And proving your superiority is what really makes life worth living, isn't it? Ooh, interesting, Manny. I'll take a look at that later. You're kidding. No. They're deciding which city... Are we sure that this wasn't... I think this page might be out of order. I'm not sure. They're deciding which city to hit next based on the positions of race cars at the Pepsi 400, Tropicana 400, Sirius at the Glen, and GFS Marketplace 400 NASCAR events. The position of the cars as they finish determines the location of the next crime. It's a brilliant, albeit criminal way, to make the locations appear random and unpredictable. Seeing the NASCAR drivers right after the attack was what put the idea in my head. I should have deduced this earlier. So should I. Clark Kent has done stories on the NASCAR circuit. Well, at least it'll be easy to trap the Injustice Gang now. We just need to talk to the NASCAR drivers ahead of time. Michigan International Speedway. It's not that easy. Look, don't get me wrong, I'd love to help, but you're basically asking us to throw a race. It's a good cause and all, but I don't know what any of these guys' voices sound like. I'm sorry. It's a good cause and all, but still, that's not how this works. We understand, and we'd never ask you to cheat. But what if, say, before you go to pass someone, you let your crew know and they can alert us? That way, we can get a jump on the Injustice Gang. Sure, or if we're coming in for a pit stop or something, same thing. Yeah, that we can do. Besides, there's something kind of cool about the Injustice Gang knowing I'm about to beat all of you before you do. Yeah, right. Dream on, buddy. That trophy is all mine. Michigan International Speedway secured. I'm in position. So am I. Same here. I am prepared. Then it's unanimous. All right, let the race begin. The beginning. Oh no, is that it? Is that the entire thing? What? Okay. Where superpower meets horsepower. Okay, so I guess it's probably one of those like, you decide who wins the race and figure it out kind of a thing. Well, what an interesting little comic. Let's go back and take some quick notes on this guy. So we've got, let's see. Oh no, I can close out of this. What do you guys got going on in the chat real quick? It's Mr. Krabs, dude. It sure is. Jeff Gordon meets Jim Gordon. Static should be here. He's a whiz at celebrity guest hosting. Mr. Krabs and Lex Luthor are both voiced by Clancy Brown. Wow. Bruce was... Sorry. That's why I do the Mr. Krabs voice. Bruce was going through a phase insisting everyone put a "the" in front of his name. They just weaned him off it, adding "goddamn" to it, yeah. Everyone knows the Joker's NASCAR-specific plans. Just do a good old cowboy accent. All of them needed southern accents. Oh, well, sorry. I don't know NASCAR at all. I guess I should have assumed at least a rednecky kind of accent would have been appropriate. This is NASCAR. It's sacred. The world can burn over them throwing a race. Yeah. Okay. So we got John Jones, Superman, Green Lantern. Then we have Wonder Woman, Batman, and Flash. The Batman, I should say. Okay. We have Joker, Copperhead, Cheetah, and Lex Luthor. The Joker, Copperhead, Cheetah, Mr. Krabs, and the Shade, Ultra Humanite, and Star Sapphire. The Shade, Ultra Humanite, Star Sapphire. I'm gonna write down. Oh god, it's. Let's see. I need to make this larger for you guys. It's odd that the Injustice Gang is still working together in this very specific formation, as they didn't seem to trust Lex by the end of Injustice for All, and Arisia takes over afterward. And then they're disbanded by the end of that too. I'm gonna put in-show events. Injustice Gang membership calls back to Injustice for All. Sad it can't be there. Last time GL saw him, he wasn't old enough to drive. Very true. Mr. Wing wins the NASCAR race. Hey, I hope you're feeling well. Both my parents had COVID a few weeks ago. Oh, really sorry to hear that. Adam Driver, if that's the real Adam Driver. Yes, my wife and I are much better. I'm all better. My parents are too. My dad has some lingering lung stuff going on, but he is getting through it very quickly, and he doesn't act like it, really. DCAU Batman, do you like to... James, DCAU Batman look do you like to draw the most? Justice League Batman. Lex and Joker would never work together again. Yeah, after Injustice for All, especially. Maybe this takes place mid-episode, and Lex promised them race cars. I kind of like that. Maxwell the Brave, thank you. Maxwell the Brave suggests this takes place during Injustice for All, and Lex promised them all race cars. That's pretty good. Although I think that there is like a 2004 reference in here, so. Okay, Joker has green gloves, and a green bow tie, but coloring, I'm gonna write it down, but Joker has green gloves and bow tie. Doesn't necessarily make it not canon. We got anything else in here? What is this weird floating craft that they're on? I'm gonna put objects, Injustice Gang hovercraft. Oh. Okay. NASCAR. I guess we will count NASCAR as character because we've done like daily or other company names like that. Okay, so we've got Matt Kenseth. I don't know any of these people. We've got Mark Martin. We've got Ryan Newman. We've got Greg Biffle. Ricky Rudd. Oh, Ricky Rudd. We've got Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch. We've got Jeff Burton. Okay, I've never heard of any of these people. Although this is a 15-year-old, 16, 17-year-old comic. Okay, GFS Marketplace 400. Are you saying this has a tiny date on it? If it does, I cannot see it at all. Oh boy. You're right. Oh yeah. Okay, totally does. August something 2004. Yeah, okay, so let's see. GFS Marketplace 400. 2004. August 22nd? August 27th seems right. Okay, August 22nd. So, GFS Marketplace 400 is taking place August 22nd, 2004. So yeah, this can't be during the thing. Yeah, I'm looking at the logo right here, Unless there's a different place where it's also at. This is accurate, but at least most of them do. That is accurate, but at least most of them do exist. These names sound like they came out of a Hick-based name generator. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Okay, so nothing else on this page, I don't think. NASCAR signing this way. Cabela's 250. Okay, so Cabela's. 2004. That was on August 21st. Cabela's, what was it? 250. Also referenced. Took place on August 21st, 2004. Poll day. Okay. Bank. Yeah, I wonder why Hawk Girl isn't part of this. It's kind of weird. Now we've got Watchtower, and we've got Earth. It's an outdoor sports store. Yes, I know what Cabela's is. I know that much. Superman and the Batman are right. Who wrote this? I know it's drawn by Tim Levins. Scott Peterson! What are you doing, man? Okay. This hideout looks like it is maybe the same place that Lex built Bizarro. I want to cross-reference that here. World's Finest. Superman. Reviews. What was it called? What was it called? Identity Crisis, that's right. Because Lex Luthor has this, like, middle-of-nowhere base. Ugh. I guess I'm going to have to go to, let's see, I probably have the episode downloaded already. Ripped from the DVD. Let's see, Superman, Season 2, Identity Crisis. There we go. And we want skip through this. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, here we go. This is kind of what I was thinking of. Okay, so yeah, it's in this like big rock quarry. It's got this like, oh, of course. It's got this like laboratory hidden in the side of the mountain. You get a better look at it at the end of the episode as it's exploding. I just want to see if it's the same one, because since I know it explodes, sorry for this flashingness. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. That's what I was looking for, but no, it doesn't really look the same. There is something that I'm thinking of, though. What am I thinking of? This, like, hidden in the mountains base. This comic would have been better if somehow it crossed over with the Fox Kids cartoon from the early 2000s. Was there a NASCAR Fox Kids cartoon? See, I don't know anything about NASCAR. This was written after Starcross aired, so maybe that's why she's missing. Yeah, but we have the normal Watchtower, so I don't know. God, I can't remember what I'm thinking of here. There's some episode or something that has like a villain base in a rock, in the side of a rock like that. Like a rock, oh, like a rock. We'll put Injustice Gang base inside of rock. Reminds me of another episode I can't think of. So maybe future James will be able to deduce that. Okay. They're just arguing over who came up with the plan. Okay, race car at the Pepsi 400. 2004. That was on July 3rd. We got Pepsi. Time Pepsi 400 was July 3rd, 2004. We've got the Tropicana 400. Tropicana 400, 2004 was July 11th. Tropicana 400 was July 11th, 04. Tropicana. Sirius at the Glen. I have no idea what that is. Now Google knows I'm looking for the 2004 one. 8/15/2004. What in the world? Is Sirius like Sirius XM? Like the radio? Is that what that is? Yeah, satellite radio at the Glen. Okay. Got Sirius Black. Sirius at the Glen was August 15th, 2004. And GFS Marketplace 400, which I've already not jotted down. Okay. The position of the cars determines blah 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 blah. Michigan International Speedway. Michigan International Speedway. Where is that located? Obviously Michigan, but I want to know where. International Speedway, Brooklyn. Okay. Right? Yeah? Okay. So Brooklyn, Michigan. All right. God. That's not how this works. Sure. Or what if we're coming in for a pit stop or something? Same thing. And then they get started on the race. Hot Wheels. Got Hot Wheels logo. Okay. I think that's... Oh, Jesus Christ. We have all of these other logos on here. Express VPN. Express Personnel Services. Whew. Express Personnel Services. What else? Alltel. This is like watching the original Blade Runner and just seeing like you know, Atari or whatever across the thing. Sharpie. Pfizer. National Guard. Motorcraft. And nothing. This guy gets nothing. Maybe they forgot to put the logo on that one. Or maybe he's representing Hot Wheels. They don't need the logo. Okay, yes, then we got all these Hot Wheels cars. Here's the actual guys that I don't know. I'm just going to write down in notes, just for my own intrigue, tone, or gives off a, oh my god, Hoop Squad tone, despite the NASCAR racers not being superheroes. Should have been a static crossover instead. Okay, come back out here. I think that's all we can really have for notes on this guy. 6 as far as we go. So I should have mentioned this before 20 of you left, but next week we're going to be starting Justice League Unlimited. That is the next tie-in, obviously the tie-in comic to the Justice League Unlimited cartoon. So we're going to be starting with issue number 1, of course. That'll be next Tuesday at noon Pacific time. Make sure you catch Ted tomorrow, also at noon, doing the next level of Batman Vengeance for Game Boy Advance. And I believe Maddie is going to be trying to wrap up the Mad Love novelization on Thursday. Sorry, I lost my concentration there. That was a lot to get through today. All the little Burger King stuff, this NASCAR one. Oh, God. Hope you guys had a good time. I'll see you next week. Check in with Maddie and Ted this week. Maddie's also doing more timeline stuff on Saturday, of course. All sorts of streams all the time. See you guys later.